I recently had a chance to review the new SIGMAPROBE by VXDOS, and I have to say I'm excited about the features it offers. It promises to take the place of 5 major diagnostic tools for the same price as a Power Probe 4, so I have to check it out. Here's what you get with the SIGMAPROBE. The SIGMAPROBE comes with a USB to update the firmware, relay test lead set, a robust solid brass tip, spare fuse, smaller probe adapter for small connectors, which is often overlooked by the competition, alligator clip connector for rear test lead. It was the largest one I've seen in the industry. These will prevent that horrible click sound you hear when one of your tiny power clips coming off the battery when you just made your way under the dash. I believe a good addition would be to include a set of small power clips for some of the tighter battery installations you occasionally see. Probe unit with a 6-meter power cord. I also like the large rubber connector used to attach the power leads to the main power cord. When you power up the SIGMAPROBE, this is the menu you're greeted with. I found it relatively easy to read and the operation was very intuitive. I really didn't need the manual for 90% of my first use, which is impressive. The menu is operated by a 5-button keypad, all within easy reach of your thumb. So, what are the 5 tools this probe will replace? Number 1 would obviously be a powered test probe. There are 4 components, the first one being the Smart Probe. This test module will give you positive or negative LEDs with automatic ohm readings. This is great for ground quality testing and short to positive or negative testing. I'm still pondering whether it's better to have the activation app separate from the regular Smart Probe app or not. This probe will kick out a healthy 18A, which is way more than any other test probe I've seen. Another probe component is a really cool relay test feature that adds a 3-wire test lead to the mix. When a simple relay is hooked up, the relay position is shown on screen. Number 2 would be a multimeter. Number 3 would be a small scope. This obviously won't replace a lab scope, but it will give you some slower sine waves, sensor sweeps and pulse waves. Not having to pull out the big scope will save a lot of time. Number 4 is a 0.5-volt power supply. For me, this is very exciting since a sensor emulator is about $600, and more often than not all I need is a variable voltage reference to mimic a simple sensor when troubleshooting. Finally, number 5 is an injector actuator. You are given 4 modes to choose from, ranging from single pulse to a fine multi-pulse. This could be used in other systems such as evap systems as well. Is this tool for you? I've been diagnosing automotive electrical issues for over 25 years now, and with each new tool idea my job gets easier and easier. Which is good because cars have gotten way more complicated. What I can see this tool offering me is a great preliminary test tool or go-to tool. It can't replace a full multimeter, scope and sensor emulator, but you don't always need these expensive cumbersome tools in the engine bay right away, and with the SIGMAPROBE you may find that you didn't have to get them out at all.